I'm gonna miss that sound effect because... Oh, no, start again. What am I doing now? Reset. There we go. What is up, fellow renegades? Rich Renegade here, bringing you guys and girls the continuation of the Year of the Bandicoot, where we will play through all of the Crash Bandicoot games that's ever been released thus far. And we are jumping into, in my opinion, my favourite car racing game of all time, Crash Team Racing, the best game ever conceived.
Start your engine! For Sony Computer Entertainment Year production.
And I am hyped. I am really hyped to go back and play this game, and 100% this game across the board.
Fasten your seatbelts for another multi-door creation.
There's the box. Look at those lovely characters. And we are going to be trying to play through, well, most of the characters in some way, shape or form, but this game, like, I know of course a lot of people prefer Mario Kart, and Mario Kart is good, do not get me wrong. I think Mario Kart actually took a lot of things from Crash Team Racing after the N64 version, but this game is my childhood. Like, the Crash Bandicoot games and this game. This was literally the multiplayer game that everyone went to. If you had this game, you were bringing this around with a multi-tap. There was no way you were having like a little party with your friends around in this game. But what we're going to do is we're going to hold fire for the moment because we need to wait for the story to come on, which, like in Crash Bandicoot 1, will only come on when we are inactive for a certain amount of time. But we are not going to be doing just the adventure mode. As you can see, there's quite a few other things that we can do, and I will be showing off. So we'll be doing adventure mode 100%. We'll be going through all of the time trials. We'll be doing showing off the arcade. We'll show off the versus mode and the battle mode later on. Without further ado, let us listen to the story that is Crash Team Racing.
Greetings, creatures of this planet. I come to compete. So, you pesky Earthslugs like to race, eh? Well, Nitrous Oxide, I'm the fastest racer in the galaxy. I travel the stars looking for creatures to test my skills. It's a little game I call Survival of the Fastest. Here's the way we play. I challenge the best driver of your world to a race for the planet. If your driver wins, I'll leave your miserable little rock alone. But if I win, I'll turn your entire globe into a concrete parking lot and make you my slaves. Get ready to race for the fate of your planet.
And that is the story of Crash Team Racing. So, survival of the fastest, we will definitely be the fastest. Now, we're going to do a new adventure mode. Now, a lot of people will play as different characters, and it is kind of cool because this adventure mode, it doesn't actually matter what character you pick in terms of the story, but in terms of statistics it does. So you got the intermediate, or if you were normal, so you got Crash with Yo-Yo. Cortex is also an intermediate. You've got advanced classes where the speeds are really, really great. Acceleration is a slightly below average, but the turn is quite poor. You've got Coco being an intermediate. But the thing is, there's two different types of intermediates. There's one that's good all round, and there's one where the acceleration is very high. Speed is actually a little bit above normal, but turn is a little bit less than normal. Engine is exactly the same. You've got Dingo Dio is another advanced class. Then you've got the beginner class, which are the cute little animals that we rode on with, like Polar, where his turns are really, really easy, but his speed and acceleration isn't too good. And the same with Pura. So you've got a selection of 4 characters from the good side, 4 characters from the, if you're the evil side. But you know what? We have been stomping on Cortex. We've been collecting his heads in Crash 1. We have been spinning him into outer space in Crash 2. And we've been spinning him all around the blooming place in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. So, you know what? I think we need to give Cortex a bit of love. Look at that lovely face. That lovely face. Now, like I said, it doesn't really matter what character you pick as, and you cannot switch between the characters as you play the game. So, seeing as a long time ago I done it as Crash, we need to give Cortex some love. Don't worry, we'll be playing as Crash at some point. We will, but just not in adventure mode. This is Cortex Team Racing. It's not Crash Team Racing, it's Cortex Team Racing.
Welcome to the Adventure Arena. You can travel around this area and practice your driving skills. The dots and stars on the map represent warp paths, which lead to races. When they flash, it signifies they are open to play. To access a racetrack, drive onto a warp path that has an active warp vortex, and it will take you to the track's start line. Finish a track in first place to win a trophy. As you collect more trophies, other tracks will turn on and open to you. Good luck, and drive fast.
So if you're on the good side, of course, you get Akaraku. If you're on the evil side, you get Uka Uka. So we're going to go into the first stage, which is Crash Code. Now, as you can see, there's a trophy, a CTR token, and a relic. Now, in Crash Bandicoot 3, I did struggle to get all platinums in that game, but I did, for the first time ever. Crash Team Racing, I have got platinums before. I struggled on maybe, I think, a handful of tracks, but that was it. So, of course, the name of the game is to get first. And that is exactly what we are going to do. So we're going to rev up our engines, and we're going to take a few shortcuts, because we're evil. We can do that. No, we're not. We're gonna crash into the wall. Never mind. Never mind. I have not been practicing at all. I thought, you know, I'll go into this game and I'll be fine. Can't even. Really? I'm already awful. Have a bubble. Can't even get my aim right. Have a missile. I'm evil. Have a missile. We've got the TNTs, but it's quite interesting because, again, it's very much inspired by Mario Kart. So I'm going to jump off here. And we got Uka Uka with some awesome music. I'm not going to lie, I kind of prefer Uka Uka's music to Akaraku's. So he's going to destroy everything. And we're going to get in front of Crash because it's our game. We're taking over this game. It's not his. But that is, you know what? Did he go into it? He didn't go into it, did he? No, he didn't. I can. There we go. We got him. So we have this little skid mechanic now. There's a lot to explain. So of course the areas are kind of based on Crash Bandicoot 3 and Crash Bandicoot 2. Really speaking, there's not really. No, it's not really in it. It's based on Crash Bandicoot 1, like, at all. Like, as you can see, the pirate ship is based on Crash Bandicoot 3. But to be fair, I think for a lot of people, Crash 2 or Crash 3 is their favourite ones. It's not usually any other game. We can hold R2 and jive like this, just because we can. Which we're going to. Look at Cortex's face. No, okay, it's bad, it's bad. He's going to get up close to me. That's going to hit me. Not hit me, it hit a Nitro. Cool. So I'm going to have to get back into the swing of things, because as you can tell, I am not as good as I thought I was. But we came first. Doesn't matter. And we get treated to a little victory dance at the end of each track. Look at Cortex.
Congratulations! You win a trophy! The more Wumpa fruit you collect, the faster your card will go. If you collect and hold 10 Wumpa fruit, you'll be juiced up, and your power-ups will become more potent.
And that's the name of the game. You want to get 10 Wumpa fruit, and you'll become juiced up and become a bit faster as well. So, you can only do the trophy races for the moment. So this entire first part is going to be me jumping into the trophy races and then beating the boss. So there's 4 tracks normally, but there is a few mechanics. Like in Mario Kart, you've got that sort of power slide. Crash Team Racing also has it as well. There's 2 signifiers to tell you when to let go. So when the smoke is black, that's when you want to press the L1 button or the jump button. Or when this little bit on the bottom here is red, that's when you want to press it. You can do it consecutively 3 times before you have to let go. But you can easily jump over it and turn to the other side, like so. And let someone go in front of you, because, you know, that's the name of the game. That's what we want to do. You can change the camera to being a bit zoomed out, but I don't know. It's kind of I'm pressing all buttons. No, Tiny. You get back. You are not getting in front of me. Apparently he is, because I can't aim for nothing. But the actual Wumpa crates are actually quite generous with the Wumpa fruit. And you can fire weapons forward and backwards. I hit Crash like twice. And you can do that with most of the throwable weapons, actually. I think with the exception of missiles, if I remember correctly, you can't throw those backwards. Unless you turn around and you're an absolute evil player. Which, let's just say my father would do that all the time with 3 missiles. He would just sit there and hit you like, what's going to happen to me now? I tried launching the weapon, I really tried. Of course it would hit that, wouldn't it? Now, I am not coming anywhere but first. I want to kind of wait, because this little bubble thing, which is what Cortex had in Crash 3... Shit, I don't know why I jumped over that. Just have that to protect me. I was kind of going to get one fruit and then put it on, but... There we go, I've got into the groove of things now. Should have saved it. No, 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 no. Went the wrong way nearly, gosh. I'm just getting myself frightened. Oh, and nothing. But there you go. That is the second track of the game. And we're going to see Cortex's little drig.
Congratulations! You win a trophy! When you get a TNT crate on your head, start hopping immediately. You react fast and hop enough times, the TNT crate will fall off your head before it explodes.
So, the masks, depending on, of course, which side you are on, whether it's good or evil, will give you hints throughout the game. So if you're sort of a novice to the game, you've never played it before, you get told exactly what to do. So that's why a lot of things I'm probably not explaining that much, because it kind of explains it for you, I guess. Of course, if you go into Nitro as the souped-up version of the TNT, it's an instant hit. You're not going to be able to avoid it. But the souped-up weapons will give some alternate effects, and longer-lasting effects will be more potent or powerful. But I want to hear from you guys, what is your favourite character to play as in Adventure Mode out of the 8 that are available? Because to me, I always would pick Crash or Cortex. I never used to pick anyone else, like, ever. Multiplayer, yeah, always. Single player, no. It was usually between these two. And also, One thing I forgot to mention, with the bombs, you can detonate them at will. They do not have to hit anyone. If you miss them and the bomb is right near to them, you can press the circle button again, which will detonate the bomb. So it's actually kind of helpful to have the bomb and actually know a few tricks. I'm going to keep boosting as much as we can when these turtle shows, because why not? And we got the souped up shield that he has in Crash 3, which he then disappears. But this one don't disappear unless I get rid of it. And guess what? We're not getting rid of it because I'm evil and I'm cheap. Sue me. I'm going to keep this little vial potion on my hand as well. There are other weapons in the game. It's pretty neat. But actually, going back on what I said, I kind of feel like that there is maybe... I don't know if I would say there's very few levels that are based on Crash 1. If that. It's mostly Crash 2 and 3. Mostly. Actually, now I think of it, there is like a few levels dedicated to Crash 1. One of them actually is a battle arena. And all I hope is with the Insane Trilogy, and I hope, and I really, really mean this, I hope this does well. Or that does well, that we get a Crash Team Racing remake. If that comes out, I'm not getting another game, unless it's Crash related. Absolutely not. Give me that with online, not local play. Actually, give us local play and online, like Mario Kart. At the same time, that would be me done. But you can go on these tracks really quick. And I mean like ridiculously quick if you boost a lot. And we'll throw the ball. There we go. You don't have to get rid of the bubble when you go over those lines. I just always like to chuck it. I don't know why, it's just a little habit. I ever noticed though, my game seems to slow down when Cortex is dancing. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't like Cortex dancing. Maybe it's like, oh, it's dancing so good, like right about here. And I am playing this on the PS3. The slim PS3. I don't know if that makes any difference. But it's not usually that slow, the music. Just wanted to point out in case anyone maybe puts a comment down about that. The rest of the game is fine, it's just the dancing. It's like, nope, not doing it.
You can get a hang time turbo from jumping. The longer you're in the air, the bigger the turbo you'll get when you land. For big turbos, try to get extra air time by hopping off jumps using the R1 button.
Now, he says R1, you can use L1 if you want to. It's whatever your preference is. Now, I'm a lefty, so you'd think, oh, maybe I'd use L1. Nope, I use R1. I've never done it. Yeah, it feels alien to me using L1 and then holding R or pressing R1 to do it. So I've been doing it for so long in such a in the way that they tell you to do it. But now we've got Sewer Speedway. I'd probably say this is one of my favourite, if not my favourite level. I don't know what it is about sewers in Crash. I like sewers. And you'd think I wouldn't because, you know, it's a dirty environment. You think, you know, why? But I don't know. It's just really, really cool. And this stage is really, really cool. Now, there's multiple paths to go through. And we're going to try and take some shortcuts. And by some, I mean all. Either in adventure mode or otherwise. So we're going to be like Tony Hawk's for the moment. And no, not Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, because that game is, ugh. If you haven't played it, like, as a fan of that series, that was just awful, that game. Such disappointment. But we're not here to talk about Tony Hawk, we're here to talk about Crash. Or other Cortex Team Racing. So I'm going to go right on the wall, because why not? Get some serious speed. Look at Cortex's grumpy face, and if you look at him, if I can get the limit, There we go. Look at his face. He is smiling. And he is so happy. He's completely at home when he's in a go-kart. I'm not going to make the jump. I am. We can go down here. Okay, didn't get that boost. Never mind. But the actual stages, they use the instruments from the levels in the original games. Like, there's a few instruments used, or rather, used in this game for the sewer theme, for Crash 2, etc, etc. And some stages are completely sort of new. Like, you can kind of see a little bit of inspiration, which we'll go into probably a bit later if I remember to talk about it, which I probably won't, but you'll probably get the picture if you've seen Crash 2 or 3. Wait, I didn't get crushed. I don't know how I didn't get crushed. I think we can get quite fast. Look at that big speed boost. How my exhaust is bigger than Cortex's head, and that's saying something. 40 seconds, look at that. And that is all 4 racetracks done. However, we do have one more opponent to beat. Now, in this game, much like with sort of Diddy Kong Racing to a certain extent, well, more so Diddy Kong Racing with the adventure mode and that, once you beat the tracks in the area, you've got like a little boss that you have to face. And the bosses that we have to face are returning bosses from all over Crash Bandicoot thus far, Crash 1, 2, and 3. And what I do like about Coco's little laptop there, if you may not be able to see it on the YouTube video, but she has a sticker which is literally the Naughty Dog logo. So we're going to go face Ripperoo, and we're going to go crash into the dark abyss. That is the stage. Now the bosses are quite unique. The bosses will have a weapon tied to them that they will only use. For example, one may have bombs only, one may have TNTs only, and you can guess what Ripperoo's going to have. Now Ripperoo is crazy. He is crazy, and he's a crazy opponent to face off against. The problem with him is that they have what's known in games as rubber banding, where I'm going to hit that TNT. Where if you get in front of him, he will speed up. I mean, you can keep your distance, but it is kind of difficult to do so. Another thing I completely forgot to mention is that if you have a TNT on your head and you go into another TNT, what will end up happening is you will instantly explode. And you just don't want that, and I need to bump through. Now keep in mind, I'm boosting at the moment. Ripperoo is not. He's just driving like sort of normally without any power slides or turbo boost, whatever you want to call it. And I don't think he goes into any TNTs at all. What's also interesting as well, which is something that I have not mentioned, is the actual theme. Once you get onto the last lap, whether it's the 3 lap, which is the default in adventure mode, 5 laps or 7 laps, the music will speed up by a little bit, making the actual racing much more intense. Again, I know Mario Kart does it as well, but the boss fights make it so much more intense. Another little factor is Ripperoo will start, or rather the bosses, when you get to the last map, they will become more difficult. Their weapons will become amped up. And you don't want to get behind Ripperoo, because you know he's going to throw nitros. You know what nitros do? Explode immediately on contact. You know what that means? We're dead. Well, we're not dead, we're kind of like knocked out and we spin out of control. And he hit my nitro. I'm going to take a shortcut. Okay, well, luckily the rubber banding was not a problem because we're too good. We're too good as Cortex. But we're going to do things a little differently. As opposed to leaving things till last, we're going to go back to the arenas and do the bits that we're missing, like the CTR token, as well as the time relics, the coveted time relics that we are going to get all platinums on. And now we've got a boss key. That's what we needed. So now we can go on to the second stage, but we're not going to do that yet. We're going to have Uka talk to us.
Congratulations on opening this new area. Here you will find 4 more tracks to race. Good luck.
So what we're going to do, we are going to hop around here. And we are going to go save. So we can revisit all the stages. There's a little rainbow color one, which we're going to save till last.
This is the load save screen.
Okay, we're going to skip you. That we don't need to go over the load save screen. So we'll just save. There we go. So when we return in part 2, we will be clearing up the entire first area of the game. We're going to be doing it in the order that we had originally done it in. So we're going to go right the way over here and start at Crash Cove. But tell me what you guys are going to think in the comment section down below. Are you looking forward to us doing 100% on Cortex Team Racing? It's not Crash Team Racing, it's Cortex Team Racing, I promise you. But are you looking forward to us doing 100% on this game? Not just in Adventure Mode, but also going through the other modes as well and completing this game overall 100% completion. And tell me, what is your favourite character to play as in Adventure Mode? Is it Cortex, is it Crash, or is it any other character? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys and guys' opinions. Please make sure to like this video if you do like it. Comment and subscribe for more Crash Bandicoot content to come in the future. But until the next video, we will see you racers in the next video.